What if a single shift in your perspective could transform everything? Welcome to Perspective Flux, a podcast dedicated to evolving viewpoints, lifelong learning, and personal greatness. My name is Jemmie, and I'm here to guide you through the beautiful chaos of growth. Welcome to Perspective Flux. My journey, your invitation. Welcome back to Perspective Flux, a podcast where we dive into topics that transform our lives. I am your host, Jemmie Ngode, and today we are going to dive into a topic that is really going to transform our lives, and that is self-appreciation. Now, I want to start with a question. When was the last time you fully appreciated yourself? Not because of what you have achieved, but because of who you are, because what you really are at your core. When was that last time? You know, we are living in a world where everyone is busy, where we are busy. Most of the people are busy pleasing others, living other people's lives. And also we have the barriers around self-appreciation, where the social media has also brought a lot of confusion, where you get some reels of people living good lives, and then you play a victim of being deprived from your good living. Just remember, self-appreciation is knowing your value, knowing your worth, so that you appreciate yourself. You don't have to appreciate yourself because of a KPI that you achieved. Nah, you appreciate yourself because of who you are. Who is Jemmie? Appreciate before you get to that job. Yes, because if you do not, no one else will. Remember, it starts with you. You can never give from an empty cup. You've got to fill your cup first before you share. So it is your energy that you give others. So what are you giving others? Remember to appreciate yourself. I think I can refer to a few barriers that really hinder us from appreciating ourselves. And I've talked about one of them, which is the social media, the reels that people share and all that. The other one is also perfectionism, where there's a belief that you have to be perfect. But remember, perfection is your own understanding. I don't have to be you. I've got to learn my space. I say I am perfect in my own perfection. That might be an imperfection to someone else, but I am. I remember reading one of the Dr. Wale's book, whereby he was talking about a journey, and he believed in himself and dressed well. And when he got to the flight, he was served on the first class just because of how he appeared. After some times, when they realized that that he's not supposed to be in that plane, not in that space of on the first class space, he was then moved to where he was supposed to be. But remember, it is in his own understanding that he was a first-class material. And of course, I am sure, and if you know Dr. Wale, he's someone that if you talk to, is a first class. So I'm sure the flight attendants also bought that in. So it's always, under that book, he talks about do not judge a book by its cover. But also, as you say that, it's also important that yourself, if you believe in yourself, make sure you act as your belief. Because then, if they try to open the pages, they can connect with the cover. Lest they open the book and find that, yes, what we see outside is not what is inside. Master your art, man. Master your craft. So anyway, that was just a break. So those are some of the things that you have to have self-belief. Now let's move to some of the practical ways to cultivate self-appreciation. Number one is journaling. Start a daily practice where you write down at least 3 things you appreciate about yourself. You have to journal that. on a daily basis. That means you are appreciating yourself. Another thing would be mindfulness. Take a moment each day to simply breathe and acknowledge your feelings. Being present helps us recognize our worth. Be mindfulness in everything that you do, and that will help you. Gratitude practice. Make it a habit to list things you love about yourself. What do you love about yourself? Is it the commitment? Is it the consistency? Is it your smile? Is it how you look? Is it the calories you have burnt? I had to get to that. If you follow me, you know that I'm a health enthusiast. So there's some weight loss that will come, weight gain that will come, calories, e.g., and all the steps when you start counting. So anyway, that's part of me. And then also positive surroundings. They say that you are as good as your friends. So who are your friends? Surround yourself with people who appreciate you. Surround yourself with people who make you be you. Not those who make you lose your authentic self. You have to be your authentic self. So surround yourself with those who understand you. Now, let's touch on self-compassion. This is about treating yourself with the same kindness you treat others with. I know you're told that as a leader, as a manager, you need to be compassionate towards your employees. You have to have compassion in your areas of work, how you handle things, how you handle the office. How about yourself? The same should be done unto you. Be compassionate about yourself, Jemima. Anyway, let's move on. Set reminders on your phone to pause and reflect on your strengths, or create a self-love playlist filled with songs that uplift you. Very, very important. Another thing I would like to talk about, and also to encourage, is now on the self-reflection. When you make mistake, instead of berating yourself, ask, how do I comfort a friend? Yes. How would I comfort a friend after making the mistake, such mistake? That's the same. That same should be applied to you. So remember, you're also that friend. How are you going to create that relationship with yourself? The self-appreciation begins there. And now, if I may close, I'd like to encourage all of us to incorporate our self-appreciation in our daily activities, daily practice. Then you share stories on what you feel about yourself with friends. And that's why I was saying that it's important to surround yourself with those who appreciate you. Now, I want to hear from you. How do you practice self-appreciation? How do you do that? Do you journal? Do you practice mindfulness? Please, let's share so that we can also have some areas to improve in our lives. Because we are not sure about tomorrow. But today we are here. Let's enjoy. Let's make more of it. Before we wrap up, remember, self-appreciation is not a one-time act. It is a journey. It takes time, but every step counts. Otherwise, thank you for tuning into my Perspective Flux. If you enjoyed this episode, kindly subscribe. Also share and comment. You can also share with a friend whom you think can get help. Otherwise, let's stay appreciating ourselves. See you next time. Thank you very much. What if a single shift in your perspective could transform everything? Welcome to Perspective Flux, a podcast dedicated to evolving viewpoints, lifelong learning, and personal greatness. My name is Jemima, and I'm here to guide you through the beautiful chaos of growth. Welcome to Perspective Flux. My journey, your invitation.